Hello everyone, and due to the new Star Wars movie coming out, that's actually being released tonight. Holy shit, I cannot believe it's actually being tonight when it comes out. Even though I'm not seeing it this weekend, I'm actually going to see The Disaster Artist on Sunday. So probably I won't have my review for the new Star Wars movie not until next weekend. So I need to stay the hell away from spoilers online. But regardless, I'm here because of this and the new Star Wars movie, of course. I'm here to essentially just give my opinion on, not really my opinion, but my ranking of the Star Wars movies that have now become before The Last Jedi, essentially. And then, stop waving my hands around like some kind of idiot. But regardless, here's my ranking of the 9 Star Wars movies that we have. And then at the very bottom for me is the Clone Wars movie. I like the action fine, I like the choreography, I like the villains, I like the characters. But yeah, this isn't really a good movie. The animation this seems a bit slow. The pacing and the structure is a bit too... It's weird because it's an hour and a half movie, but it feels like 2 hours. And the pacing just feels off, and the animation feels stilted and weird, awkward like that. I just kind of go, okay, there's something wrong with this. And this is a bit too weird. And you can tell this was essentially a part to be of the Clone Wars TV show, which thankfully is actually a good show as a whole. Yeah, there's that. I just threw that DVD 5 feet away. At my number 8 spot is the Attack of the Clones. Again, what hasn't been said about this movie, there's a lot that's not good. The hokey dialogue, the terrible romance, some of the subs, the CG is horrible as a whole. It's really bad. Where even I am saying, as a hardcore Star Wars fan, it's hard to say it when I'm such a huge fan, and I just go, yeah, this isn't really a good movie. But I do enjoy it, and it does show my aptitude and my ability and the love of Star Wars, even at its worst degree. But there's some good action scenes. There's a good villain with Christopher Lee as Dooku is amazing, for the record. As a whole, it's just not strong for me. There's the less that's said about Attack of the Clones, the better. And that's coming from a huge Star Wars fan, so it's like, okay. At number 7 for me is the prequel starter that tried to do something new, but no. And that was The Phantom Menace. And I'll say this straight up. I do enjoy The Phantom Menace. I do enjoy it. And do I say it's a good movie? No. Do I still enjoy it? Yes. I had some fun moments. I loved the third act. I loved the power race. I loved Ray Parker, I forgot his name, as Darth Maul is amazing. These casting choices are great. Liam Neeson, Ewan McGregor, Ian McDermott. Oh my god, these are some great actors, even though they have nothing to work with. As a whole, it really does. It's like a roller coaster. It has a lot of ups and downs like that as it goes along. And for me, it really just is some film that makes you go, this is the film that really will make you go yes or no for it. It's probably the most divisive Star Wars movie. And Phantom Menace is notorious. It's arguably one of the most notorious and hated films of all time for a reason, but I still do enjoy it, despite its horrendous flaws like Jar Jar and Jake Lloyd. And also, I really do love and appreciate the fact that on all the prequels, The Phantom Menace utilizes the most practical effects. And that is something I really do praise, because they are great. Even just a hall looks and feels like a hall. The lighting, the atmosphere, the angles it's shot at is really well done. And I really do appreciate that about The Phantom Menace. And for me, it ranks in my number 7. And number 6 is actually the most recent Star Wars movie, and that is Rogue One. Here's the thing. I think Rogue One is a great Star Wars movie. But here's what doesn't work about Rogue One in my mind. The characters are really underdeveloped. You don't know much about them. you don't care enough about them, and when the whole film is done and over, you really just didn't feel much for them. But but I still feel like their purpose was a very important one. It was almost like kind of like a proper Suicide Squad in a way. It's like, this is a huge, not a big spoiler. If anything, I don't care about giving this spoiler away. About the Suicide Squad movie is that little to no one dies in that film. And a big spoiler for Rogue One, all the main characters in the squad do die. This is a Suicide Squad movie. This is how it should be done. And the tone actually does kind of feel this quiet, off, teal blue isolation feel to it. And I really do appreciate that. And the practicality is great. The CG is wonderful. I love the third act. K2SO is a great robot. I mean, maybe the second or third best robot in the series. And for me, my number one is actually BB-8. I love the hell out of BB-8. So for me, it's like, Rogue One is a good Star Wars movie, but it's not without its flaws. And number 5 for me is Revenge of the Sith. I actually really do kind of love Revenge of the Sith. It's the first prequel that I was aware of. It was the only prequel when it came out. I was 10 years old. It would have been May of 2005, so I would have been 10 years old at that time. And I was aware of the magnitude and the love and the massive popularity that Star Wars had. And I saw it with a new friend of mine at that time, and it's a movie that really just clicked for me. This is a movie I've probably seen the most out of any other Star Wars movie. Again, it has incredible CG that really still holds up amazingly. It has some legitimately good things about it. Like, this is the film where I really did go, my God, these are great characters for the roles. They're just not good performances, and you don't emote well with bad dialogue, admittedly. But these are good actors. Like when Hayden Christensen is quiet, or there's a scene where he's sulking in the Jedi Palace about what's going to happen to Padme. I'm just going, holy crap! This actually kind of does feel like an Anakin Skywalker instead of a whiny, bitchy tone for the majority of the movie. Kenobi, holy shit, Ewan McGregor is great in this role. And I actually do really appreciate him in this role now. Oh my God. Ian McDermott is great. Ian McDermott is a great casting choice. And he's chewing scenery left and right. Oh my God. Samuel L. Jackson is actually quite a cool choice. Granted, he's really cool. Doesn't say much. But still really good casting choices. And for me, it just excuse me. As a whole, I just really do enjoy the Revenge of the Sith a lot more than I realized. And it really was the Star Wars where I grew to love the original trilogy over time, because I didn't immediately love them as a kid. I could be wrong about that movie. Like, Revenge of the Sith was a Star Wars movie I fell in love from the get-go. Like, I remember seeing it and being like, this is awesome. And I love the intro within the space and then the speeders. Great stuff as a whole. And number 4 for me is Return of the Jedi. It just fulfills the arc as a whole for the original trilogy. Has some of the best, if not the best, action and the intensity of the rage of the lightsaber duels of the original trilogy. I love the dynamics between Luke and Vader and the Emperor. I love the stuff on the planet. I forgot the goddamn name of it. I actually don't mind the Ewoks, oddly enough to say. They're cutesy. What about it? What Star Wars can't do cute stuff? Oh dear. But yeah, for me, Return of the Jedi is just a really fun movie, and I really do enjoy it. It's a proof where it's like the first 2 Star Wars movies are like A+. Return of the Jedi, it's like they're A- in my mind. So yeah. And number 3 is the one that brought it all back. 2 years ago. Holy shit, I can't believe I'm saying that. It is The Force Awakens. I love The Force Awakens. It just brought everything back. Beautiful cast, beautiful as it is, incredible effects. The old cast bashing off the new cast, aside from Luke, who you don't see until the very fucking end. Spoiler for that, for Force Awakens. If you still haven't seen it, what the hell are you doing? Watch that movie. But yeah, Force Awakens is just awesome in my mind. And number 2 for me is The Empire Strikes Back. That's right. I'm probably the only person who's saying Empire is not his favorite. When you know, well, by now you can probably tell us my number 1 favorite. But yeah, Empire just works on every single level. Beautiful film. It's one of the greatest films of all time, arguably. So yeah, Empire is just amazing. Empire Strikes Back is just amazing for its own sake. And my number 1 favorite is the very original. It's the one that started it all, and it's A New Hope. It's just the one I just gravitate towards the most. There's a beautiful simplicity to the very first one. The watch it and say and grow, for me, has the mindset of this is where it starts. Something simple as it is, and yet it grows from there. And it wasn't. I think I love the films that have started franchises the most. Either it's Back to the Future, even though I'm not a huge Back to the Future dude. It's Star Wars, it's Lord of the Rings. Those are the original movies of those are my favorites. A New Hope and Fellowship of the Ring. They probably do serve the same purpose for my arguments that those films were being my favorites. The classic feeling of the simplistic beginning. And the memories that come back from then. When I saw them when I was a kid, the memories and the nostalgia. But not just that, putting that aside. These are just beautiful, incredibly executed films that will forever stand the test of time. And I love Star Wars, and that's my ranking for the Star Wars movies. Everyone, I really do hope you enjoy that. And as always, click subscribe. As always, till then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the future for more videos. As always, till then, bye bye. Yeah. Have a good day.